Hey y'all, I just want to say this while I prepare my breakfast. Um, I've worked with people from Haiti, Jamaica, even Africans, right? And where we use knives, they don't. And where they use knives, we don't. People from America, right? So, for example, they will use a knife to cut their can open, right? They'll use a knife, to open their cans, you know, and we will use a can opener, right? And we will use a knife to cut fruit. They wouldn't use a knife to cut fruit. They use their hands. So people from the island and people from America, they use knives differently, for different reasons. Like they'll use knife to cut stuff too, but they use a knife to cut open they cans and stuff. Like you, instead of using a can opener, they'll use a knife. They'll use a knife. But I seen someone from Haiti. They they peel their avocado like a pear. Like they'll call it a pear. People from Jamaica, they'll call it a pear, avocado. And I've seen how they'll use a knife to cut open an avocado, and I like their technique too. But like I said, they'll use a knife for certain things, and they use a knife. They don't use a knife. So I mean, I find that like very like amazing, like how they'll get things done. If they ain't got a can opener, they gonna bust out a knife and open up that can with a knife. I was like, ooh, that's some practice right there. They're using the knife to open the can. What? Don't slip and it cut you. So yeah. And I was just watching this video how a guy was cutting a mango with a knife, and people from the island, they'll you peel it and eat it like an apple. They'll peel the thing, peel it, the mango down and eat it like an apple or a banana. You're like wasting time with that mango. You wasting time with that mango, cutting with that mango. You better peel that skin back, clean that skin, peel it and bite into it and eat around that seed in the middle. And I seen how a Jamaican cut an avocado, a Haitian person cut an avocado, and I like it. They cut it down the middle around the seed. They twist it off, or sometimes, wait, how I seen them do it? Yeah, and it was fresh. It was ripe. The avocado was ripe. The skin peels right off, no problem. I like how they cut it in sections. The avocado, they cut it around the seed, and then they and it was ripe enough, the seed comes right off. Not the seed, the skin come right off the avocado. That's amazing. And I love the avocado when it's like a nutty taste to it. I love that. And they cut the avocado around the seed, then they twist it off, right? So you have two halves, one with the seed and one without the seed. And then they cut it down the middle, and then they peel the skin off the back and eat it like that. People from the island and Americans, they got different. We got different cultures, so they do things a certain way, and we do things a certain way. Just it may look weird to us. Believe us, believe me, my Americans' way is weird to people from the islands, and islands' way is weird to the people from America. So it's like different places, different cultures. But they get it done. It gets done though. Even though it's two different ways, it gets done. We still eat at the end of the day. And I'm very fascinated about, people from the island culture. I